Alright, hello everyone and welcome. DSP here, and the stream is live, and hope that you are ready for some more hardcore platforming action, some classic gameplay, combined of course with my usual commentary and rage. It is more Crash Bandicoot 2, and it's going to continue all day today. As you can see, I'm 70% through. From what I'm gonna understand, there's like 7 levels left that I haven't played yet. So 7 levels plus whatever the bosses are that are left. I think there may be 2 left. But of course, I am going for the completionist run, which makes the game incredibly more difficult and much more of a challenge, and much more of a time sink as well. Let's be honest here. So, I'm excited. I hope you are. I had a lot of fun coming back to this game yesterday after over a 2-month hiatus. And although I was a little rusty at first, I think I'm officially back in the saddle, if you know what I mean. I think I'm ready to jump right back in today with pretty much what everyone's saying is the hardest level of the game, Cold Hard Crash, because to get all the boxes, you've got to go through this secret area and then go back the same way, collecting all the boxes along the way, which is pretty damn crazy when you think about that, right? So, we'll see. But I'm excited. I've left my PS3 on overnight because I'm having so many problems getting my PS3 to work. Remember, yesterday I had lots of technical difficulties getting it to work that I said, I'm not even going to fucking mess with this. I'm just going to let it be on overnight, and I'm going to hopefully let it ride, and it looks like it's still working, so fingers crossed. We have no issues today. There are a few other things left over that I like to do eventually on PS3, including maybe some emulated PS1 and 2 games, including the at least one game from that Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD collection, and eventually, if I ever get to it, I don't know, Assassin's Creed Rogue, which I still have on PS3, but I don't know. My PS3 is on its last legs again. This is my second PS3, and this one is having the same issues as the previous one, which is the HDMI port that's dying, which means sometimes I plug the cord in, nothing happens, I get no video out, and I have to mess around with it for a while to get it to start working. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens, alright? But I've got some good news that I want to cover before we get started. First of all, let me explain how today's going to work, alright? We're going to be playing Crash 2 right now for around 2.5 to 3 hours. We're going to see how far we get, and tonight's second stream is also going to be Crash 2. In the expectation that hopefully if I focus all day today on it, I will beat the game. Alright? So I just want to let everyone know, no misconceptions here. Today is Crash 2 day. It's time for me to get dedicated and try to complete the game, because I want to finish this on a high note, not have a leftover playthrough for endless months, like unfortunately I had for some of the playthroughs that I've done recently. And I certainly would like to, you know, end it off tonight and head into this week. This week is so many new releases. 3 new releases we're going to be checking out. Next week we're going to have multiple new releases. The week after. So every week in October we got multiple new releases. Into November it's going to be even more. And of course December to the year-end content that I do. It's going to be tons of stuff. And I want to be sure that I don't have this left over. So that's today. Tomorrow we start with the new games. Okay? Now, I've got a positive, great announcement. I know it was kind of an uncertain thing for the past several days. We didn't know what was going to happen, but Patreon. I have a positive update for the September Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. The top goal for September, if we hit it, if we hit a certain level of funding, which was $1,250, which is my typical level of funding on Patreon monthly, I was going to do a Halloween marathon special, and as of this morning, ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. Yes, the goal has been hit officially. Ding, ding, ding. So, we are full speed ahead for a Halloween Horror Games Marathon. And I'm actually going to be posting up the thread on thekingofhate.com shortly, where patrons will be able to start nominating and voting on horror-themed games for me to play. And I'm excited because I'm wondering, will people prefer to see me play one game all day? Or would they like to see me play many games, like, on a short basis? Of course, the thing is, I'm going to have some criteria. Obviously, no, it can't be, oh, I want Phil to play this $60 retail game for an hour. I mean, that's kind of not going to be worth it. And it also has to be games that are obtainable. I know a lot of people know that there's, like, horror classics over the years that they want to see me play. But if they're not a game that I can get emulated on, say, PSN or Xbox Live or whatever, then obviously I can't play it. So it's going to be fun. And I'm excited. I'm actually was talking to Leanna about this yesterday when we were out. We were at a Halloween store, and we were like, gee, maybe I could get a costume or whatever to wear during the marathon and do face cam or whatever. So I think I might. I think it's time for a celebration. I haven't done a Halloween event in 3 years. The first Halloween event in 3 years, and it's made possible by Patreon. So that's pretty awesome. So that's the positive news. Now, there was actually an announcement this morning, apparently, that this new Fatal Frame game for the Wii U is coming out digitally on October 22nd, supposedly. Now, it could be wrong. That could be an incorrect date, but supposedly by the end of this month, it's supposed to be coming out, and I'm wondering if that's going to be, maybe, gee, we want to see Phil play the new Fatal Frame game on Wii U for his Halloween marathon, and he just plays it all day. If people want to see that, maybe I'll do it. So that could be awesome, you know? But there could be other games, too, that people want to see me play, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the patrons ultimately nominate and vote for over the month. But what the thing is now, what I need to do, I need to get all the information together. I need to send out messages tonight. I'll probably send messages to the patrons tonight saying, you know, thanks for pledging. I need your information if you need a forum upgrade, yada, yada, yada. And once I have that information by the end of the week for everyone's perks, by the end of the week, I'll probably take some time out to try to divvy out those perks and stuff. So there you have it. I'm excited. That's cool. You know, it's a relief for me because I know a lot of people wanted to see this holiday special, and I wanted to do this holiday special. But as I've been saying the past few days, I wasn't going to budge on the fact that we had to hit this goal. That's the point of Patreon goals, is to hit the goal level, then you reward. Not that you just do the reward anyway, then there's no point in having goals and there's no motivation to actually pledge. So I'm happy we did it. I had a feeling we would do it. It just took a lot of browbeating, let's put it that way. I had to keep mentioning it, right? I had to keep at it. I had to keep reminding people. A lot of people, 20 people had their pledges declined. I had to keep reminding them, please, you know, update your pledges. And eventually, you know, we got to it, and here we are. So I'm excited. It's excellent. And, you know, very nice. So that's a very good update. That's good news, and I hope that you're enjoying the good news, because I certainly did. When I saw that this morning, I was like, yes, that's awesome that we hit it, so. Alright, anything else? There's really not much else to talk about right now. Other than tomorrow, the new releases begin with Transformers Devastation and with Metal Gear Solid Online. Those will be the games that I'm playing tomorrow. I'm also going to be playing Disgaea 5 this week, and it's actually sounding like I'm going to be playing Disgaea 5 sooner rather than later, because if you guys haven't heard yet, the big news that hit the internet last night was that everyone's advanced reviews of Transformers Devastation were released. And apparently the game is amazing, but it's only 5 hours long. Like, that's what all the reviews are saying. The game is outstanding. It's really awesome with the G1 Transformers in action, and Platinum Games did a great job. Oh, yeah, and it's over in 5 hours. And the only real replayability is if you want to try to get a high score. And that is, I don't know, man. That's kind of... let me put it this way. If it's 5 amazing hours, and we do 2 ridiculously awesome streams of Transformers Devastation, and everyone enjoys it, and I have fun with the gameplay, and you have fun watching, that's great. But in this day and age, modern times, 2015, right? $60 for a 5-hour-long game. I am having a really hard time swallowing it, especially with the longest games that we had. Just think about the games that we had this year for $60. Bloodborne, and all the content that Bloodborne brought, right? A game like Witcher 3. A game like Batman, Arkham Knight. What about, just recently, Metal Gear Solid 5 and Mad Max, both of those games. There's just a small handful of games that, you know, that this year have given us, what, 20, 30, 40 hours a pop of content. And let's be honest, some of it was repetitive, absolutely, and some of it, some people would say, is grinding content. So is it necessarily all 100% quality content? No. But still, there's that much versus a 5-hour retail game. I'm going to judge it. I'm going to play the game. Yes, I am playing it regardless. I'm playing Disgaea 5, excuse me. I'm playing Transformers Devastation tomorrow. I'm interested because I love Transformers. I grew up with them. I miss the classic Transformers. I'm sad that we're stuck with these shitty Michael Bay incarnations, and that's really the only ones that people think of these days. And I want to really play this game. So I'm very excited. And hopefully you'll join me for that tomorrow. Plus the premiere of Metal Gear Solid Online tomorrow, which I think everyone is kind of like, what is this going to be? Will it be good? Everyone's kind of questioning, will this game be any good, you know? So I'm right there with you, and I'm curious to try this out. We're going to be doing both of those games this week, and then, you know, after a day or two, I'm going to start Disgaea 5, and that's going to be, Disgaea 5, quite honestly, is probably going to carry through the entire month. If it's anywhere near as long as the previous Disgaea games, we're going to be doing that for quite some time. That'll be our RPG through the month. That'll be balanced with all the other new releases, so I'm excited. I'm pumped for tomorrow. I hope you guys are pumped and you're going to be here to check out the new stuff, you know. However, that's tomorrow. Today, it is time for Crash 2, alright? Alright, so that's pretty much it. There's nothing else really to say on pre-stream. I hope we get more people on the stream. Yesterday we had great attendance, but again, it was the weekend. So I guess we'll see what happens today, alright? But that is it. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's go right back into Crash and go from there. Sounds good? Fair enough, everyone? Everyone ready? Alright, then let's do this.